Greetings, welcome back ladies, gents and Pikachus to another episode of Let's Analyse every single word that's in this Quran, break it down, make it something more palatable and understand exactly what is the message and truth within this book, the Quran. Who is this character, Allah, and what is his purpose? What does he intend for you, me and the rest of the human race? So I'll start as I do with every episode of saying, if you don't believe me or you think I'm biased in any way and I'm lying to you, please go out and buy one of these Qurans for yourself, read it yourself, and even though it's boring and difficult work and it isn't very rewarding, at least you will know that every single word I'm going to say here is not only factually true of what's in there, is actually factually true in your life and in the world. So, picking up from where we went off last time, we did the first 8 sections, which is verse 1 to 27 in the Quran, made into 8 easy sentences. And what we went through is that Allah expects complete command and domination of your mind. And in fact, he doesn't give anyone a chance or a choice to go against him. He mind controls people, his believers and the non-believers, and he makes the non-believers lower on purpose, and there's nothing they can do about it, so Muslims can beat them up, rob them, kill them, and take their stuff. So we go on from there. Verse 9. Allah disdains all who do not malign the questions of the unbelievers and argue against them, even animals and insects. And no matter what else you do in your life, it will be forgiven, so long as you push the Quran to the unbelievers. If you refuse to do this and you do not accept this task, you are the worst of evil. So, a little look into that verse. Allah disdains those who do not malign the questions of the unbelievers. What that means is, if you listen to criticism of the Quran, like someone like me, if I come up with a question like, why do you believe this? Or have you got any evidence? Or, you know, I bring up a part of this book and I say, well, what do you think this means? If they listen to my questions, Allah directly will hate them, even though they're a believer, and malign them. And this extends even to animals, dogs, cats, mosquitoes. If a mosquito doesn't learn the Quran and argue with us non-believers, bad mosquito, damned mosquito. Section 10. You must accept all these verses and not ever question or argue against them. Since Allah gave you life, he will take it away again if you dare to argue. If you leave Islam having once believed, Allah will make you into a dead body zombie and commit you to grave torture for an indeterminate amount of time before sending you to hell for eternal damnation. So, I guarantee you, I'm not making this up. Every word of this is out of this Quran. Every single word of it is in here. So let's go through that. You must accept the verses and not ever question or argue against them. Since Allah gave you life, if you argue with him, he'll take it away. Not only that, if you dare to leave Islam once you've believed, that means you get the worst torture ever. So Muslims who try to leave, not only will they be killed and then burned forever in the fires of eternal damnation, for an indeterminate period of time. Before that happens, after they die, before they go to hell, they are tortured in the actual grave as a dead body zombie. So they're rotting away, there's maggots in their eyeballs, you know, they can't move or do anything. They're in the grave, without life, suffering, and Allah is personally on them, torturing them until he gets bored. You know, at his pleasure, he will torture them with his grave torture till he gets bored and goes away. Then and only then can they go to hell for the eternal damnation. Section 11. Allah created everything for you upon the earth to take and use, and divided it into 7 firmament sections. Where have we heard firmament before? Anyway, let's carry on. The 7 firmaments for you to go and take are yours to become chiefs over. So analysing this, Allah is saying to his believers, even though he's mind controlling them and they shouldn't need to know this stuff because they don't need the free will, he's giving them this information. He's saying the world's cut into 7 pieces. You've got 1 at the moment, but the other 6 pieces are by right yours. And what you need to do is flood into those 6 sections and take them over by force. And then you become the chiefs of those sections, but only as much as Allah will be telling you what to do. So it's more like a viceroy system where even though you have to go and take over these 6 segments by force and become the masters of those segments, you do not get to write the rules or decide your quality of life or what your flag's going to be or what your language is going to be or what music you listen to. No. Allah tells you what to do. And if you're the chief of one of these pieces, you're only the chief because you are doing what Allah is telling you to do. So there's no free will whatsoever described so far. Verse 12. Allah has full and perfect knowledge of everything you see, know, do, and think about. He purposely made your enemies want to fight you in order that you can be righteous in their deaths. Allah told his angels to go out and possess the souls of the faithful Muslims, so whatever else they do in life shall be celebrated. And think about that. Say I'm a Muslim cleric, and I want to go off and capture one of these 6 firmaments for Allah. So I go into that country, I kill all the soldiers, I rape all the women, I steal all the gold, I eat all the food, I put myself on the throne, and I declare this country is now mine. In the words of Allah, it's actually his, but I am the chief, so through Allah's grace and authority, it's actually mine. Because I've done that in I've done that for Allah in the way that the Quran has described, none of those things are considered crimes. None of those murders are considered murders. None of the women I raped are considered rape victims. None of the people I enslaved are considered slaves. None of that stuff is considered criminal. Not only that, it needs to be celebrated. We should actually be going, yeah, this guy's amazing. Look at that. He's just done all that stuff and it's so fantastic. It's in here. I'm telling you. Go and buy one and read it for yourself if you don't believe me. It's 100% in there. Section 13. Allah happened upon Adam. Allah happened upon Adam and taught him about all the things around him in the world, and then he tested Adam's knowledge to ensure that he knew everything that he had been told. He told Adam that he was now as wise as an angel. Allah's angels said to Adam, "You are as great and powerful as us angels are. In fact, since you know the hidden secrets of the world now, you can be above even the angels." Now, it doesn't say anywhere that Allah created Adam or the garden that he was found in. It directly in the words says Allah happened upon Adam, who was already there. Even though earlier Allah makes the claim to whoever's reading the Quran that he gave everything life and he creates everything, and if you don't believe him he'll kill you and you have to read the Quran. Even though he says that earlier, now before you're reading this is now he's talking to Adam, who was the first ever man. When he's talking to Adam, he happens upon Adam. He finds Adam. He doesn't create Adam. He doesn't create the garden. He finds Adam in the garden. And he's with his own angels. Allah is with his angels, not God's angels. He specifically says Allah finds Adam and speaks to him with Allah's angels, right? So think about it. Adam is like naive. He's just been created. He's been alive half an hour, effectively. He's moodling around the Garden of Eden, eating the fruits off the tree. He's innocent. He is just, all he's known is God's love, walking around eating food, and he's with Eve and they're both enjoying themselves and there's no evil or badness. He's completely naive to everything. Along comes Allah with his angels and he goes, "Psst, Adam." We'll go on to the next bit. So keep that in mind. So far, Adam's in the Garden of Eden. He's happening around with Eve. They're both enjoying themselves, completely naive, innocent. They don't know anything apart from there's fruit to eat, and everything's nice and good. There's no evil. 14. Allah's angels say to Adam, "You are truth and perfection and beauty. You are now wiser than we angels, since we have taught you this hidden knowledge. All creation must bow to you in your wisdom." Allah told Adam, "See, I told you I knew the secrets that you weren't allowed to know. I knew it. I told you I knew those secrets and I'd teach you them, and now you've learnt them. It's great. I'm so happy." The last thing he says is, "Since you are so wise, you can be above even us angels now that you have learnt the secrets of heaven." So if we break that down, bearing in mind Adam was there, innocent, with Eve. Allah comes along, happens upon Adam with his angels, surrounds him with his angels and goes, "By the way, Adam, there's a lot you don't know about. You're kind of stupid. Let me tell you these secrets. the hidden stuff that you're not supposed to know about. And between the lines, you think, hang on a minute, who's hiding them? If there's only Adam and Allah, and they're the only two beings that exist, and Eve's in the background just eating the fruit, who created the hidden secrets? So straight away you get a clue there that Allah actually knows that he's not who he says he is. But he approaches Adam with his angels. He doesn't just approach him on his own, because Adam might go, well, I'm just going to leave this guy and go back to Eve and whoever's already there. So he surrounds Adam with his angels, so Adam can't go anywhere, and he goes, you're kind of stupid. Don't you feel bad about being stupid? How about I teach you some stuff, the hidden stuff you're not allowed to know. If I teach you it, you won't be stupid anymore. Then you will be as high as the angels. Yeah? And Adam's like, innocent, naive, goes, all right, yeah, cool, teach me these secrets then. So he teaches him the secrets, and once Adam has repeated the secrets, i.e. he has now committed to his rebellion against whoever presumably made the secrets, we haven't gone through that yet. Someone made the secrets and put them away in the hidden secret bit, which we haven't gone through yet. Allah came along with his angels and convinced Adam to rebel against that by learning the secrets he's not allowed to know in order to elevate himself above the angels. So after he's done that, what does Allah do? Allah goes, yeah, see, I told you I knew the secrets. He's happy about his own victory over Adam. Even though Adam's too naive to see it, it's even described in the Quran that Allah celebrates himself by congratulating his own victory by teaching Adam the secrets that he's not allowed to know and elevating him above angels. Section 15. Allah and Adam together approach the other angels of heaven and say, now you must all bow down only to Adam. And in fear they all did except for one. That angel is naughty and bad. In the Quran, his name is Iblis, or Iblis. But he's the only angel that won't bow down to the corrupt version of Adam, and he saunters off and goes to earth. But think about it, right? So we had Allah appear in the garden, speaks to Adam, surrounds him with his angels, and goes, you're stupid, but I can teach you how to be clever. If I teach you these secrets you're not allowed to know, by the way, I've learnt them already, so I can share them with you. Adam's like, okay, yeah, fine. So he gets taught these secrets. After he's taught the secrets, Allah goes, you are now the greatest of creatures. This is a great victory. This is so amazing. Let's carry on forward. Let's not stop here. And Adam and Allah approach the other angels, and they try to dominate the other angels. And they go, you better bow down to Adam. Adam's better than all you lot now. Get on your knees and pray to Adam. And one of them doesn't. One angel goes, well, I'm not having this. I'm not praying to this guy. You've just corrupted him. There's no bloody way I'm doing that. This is wrong. And rebels against Allah. One of the angels rebelled against Allah and went away. And the rest of them were too scared and went, bow down, right? And that angel that buggered off, was rebelling against Allah, is called Iblis. 16. The bad angel was ignored and left to go to earth. Allah and the remaining angels said to Adam, dwell here with your wife, eat everything except this one tree. Although you are all powerful and you have dominion and you are higher than the angels, bet you can't eat from that tree there. If you eat that, you'll have problems and arguments. Despite your power and wisdom, you don't want to go there. So, to cap off the Adam story, Allah and his angels have surrounded him, taught him this hidden knowledge, and then celebrated the fact that they've had a victory over Adam. Even though it doesn't expressly say that he's celebrating a victory over Adam, it does expressly say that he goes, you see, I told you I was the one with the hidden knowledge, that I was the one that would teach you, not whoever else that we haven't mentioned, who presumably created you and hid the secrets from you to begin with. Then what does he do? He makes all the other angels bow down and submit to Adam, and they're all terrified, and they're like, okay, fine. But one of the angels is like, no, I'm not doing this. Sod this, and then buggers off and goes to earth. And then the last thing that happens is Allah crests Adam with his newfound dominion and power and grace and wealth and beauty and goes, you're so amazing, you're so clever, everyone's bowing down to you, but you can't eat that tree over there. So he's provoked Adam into learning the secrets, then he's rewarded Adam's rebellion by calling him all-powerful and crowning him as the king of Eden. saying you're even above the angels, you're great and powerful, you can do anything you want, you are the main guy now. Bet you can't eat that tree over there. So he's provoking Adam to go for the tree that God has expressly forbade him to go near, which just so happens to be the knowledge of good and evil, which God doesn't want him to have because he wants him to be pure. But he's already wrecked that now because Allah has come along and taught him how to be rebellious and to lie and to go against the commandments of his father. So he's already committed a sin, even though he doesn't yet realize that he does. He's already committed to rebellion. So he already kind of knows a bit about the good and evil stuff. And because he's got a little bit of it, he thinks, well, I might as well just go the whole hog now. So he goes over, and that will be in the next video. So anyway, now we've gone through 16 sections of the Quran. So far, what have we learnt? We've learned that Allah is dominating and wants complete subservience and won't tolerate free will. We have learned that Allah claims that he made everything, claims that he gave everything life, claims that he is the creator being, but in his own words, he happens upon Adam, who's already there, and then tricks Adam into going against the, to finding the hidden knowledge, which has been hidden already. Like, Allah hasn't hidden that knowledge. Someone else hid that knowledge. The hidden knowledge that Allah has sneakily found out about and then taught to Adam, that was already there. So we know Allah didn't create Adam and the garden. He found it. He didn't hide the hidden knowledge. He found that. He wasn't supposed to teach it to Adam, but he taught it to Adam. He was very pleased with himself and actually celebrated when he tricked Adam into going against whoever hid the knowledge and created the garden and Adam. And the final thing that he does at the end of this one is he tells Adam, you are great and powerful and you can do anything you want. You are the main man. Bet you can't eat that tree over there, and provokes him towards eating the forbidden fruit of the tree of good and evil. It's all in here, ladies, gents and Pikachus. I keep saying, and I'll keep on saying, this is the source of what I'm saying. If you don't believe me, buy this and read it. You will find out every single word is true. So that's the end of this video. What I'm starting to formulate in my head from my reading of the Quran is actually Allah, the character Allah, doesn't mean well for Adam. He's tricked Adam. He hasn't even mentioned who created you, Adam? How did you get here, Adam? Who made all this cool garden, Adam? Who is hiding the knowledge of good and evil for you, Adam? And why are they hiding it from you, Adam? All he's doing is using that trick of rewarding someone's courage, I suppose. You could call it courage. Adam was courageous enough to rebel against the commandments of God. Because remember, in the Old Testament, God doesn't need to prove that he created Adam. Adam's created in the palm of God, and is the first ever creation. And he sets him down in the Garden of Eden and says, you are a being of love and compassion and innocence, and I don't want you to be evil, so I'm going to make you good. And to make good, I had to separate evil from good, otherwise you would have just been mixed up. So I created you in good, separated off the evil, and the evil stuff's over there in that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And he expressly says to Adam, look, son, I want you to be pure and loving and graceful and kind and have a great life filled with good. Don't eat that stuff over there on that tree. That is bad. That will effectively lead to death. Completely stay away from it. Adam goes, yes, sir. As you wish, sir. And he's happy enough in his life. He's got everything he needs. He doesn't even want the tree over there. God doesn't try and encourage him to eat the tree. He actually tells him that it's bad and it'll kill him. So Adam goes, cool, I don't want that stuff anyway. Along comes Allah, completely dismisses this idea that the knowledge of good and evil in the tree is actually bad, and encourages Adam to learn the secrets that he knows from eating that tree, because Allah has already learnt these secrets by eating from that tree. So he is teaching Adam the things that are forbidden, that he only knows because he went against God and ate the apple from the tree. And not only that, now he has challenged Adam, well, you might as well, by saying, you're great and powerful, you're the king of all, you know the secrets of heaven, everyone bows down to you, even the angels, bet you can't eat that. And that's where we'll end this video. So I hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. Next time, I was going to say next week, but these are every day. Next time we're going to be going over the next 8 sections of the Quran, which will be the continuation of the story of Adam, including what happens with Eve and the fall from heaven, and what happens with Allah and his response to humanity going forward from that point. So look forward to that. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. It occurs to me that this Allah chap is rather analogous to the snake of the Garden of Eden. One wonders how they became so similar. Anyway, see you next time. Bye now.